If you've been in the market for a new house recently, you know prices have been, to borrow a technical real estate term, insane. More precisely, home prices have jumped nearly 20% since this time last year. The Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas warned this week of what it called a brewing U.S. housing bubble, with trends reminiscent of those that culminated in the historic financial crisis of 2008. So whether you're buying or selling or just concerned about the economy, what should we expect from here? NBC's Vitali has our Sunday focus.
Marion Lobred and Catherine Zuba know real estate.
What's the one word you would use to describe this market right now?
Energized.
Competitive. Challenging.
20 years in the business in Washington, D.C., and they've never seen a market like this one.
We are used to being classified as competitive and preparing our sellers for that, too. However, this is new.
Home prices are soaring, and inventory is down.
There just aren't enough homes for everybody who wants to buy a home. Builders are building as much as they can, but it's not enough to meet demand. So low supply, high demand, you get high prices.
And then there's the impact of the pandemic. Construction was already lagging over the last decade, but now hit with the 1-2 punch of supply chain issues and inflation. And after 2 years when staying home was paramount, investing in a home started to take on new urgency for some, especially those eager to take advantage of historically low rates, including me.
You guys helped me buy my first home. Was my process the norm?
I would say it was, because once you saw the property once, we had to immediately act.
But sometimes it doesn't matter how fast you move. In San Diego, Micah Forbes and her family are being outbid by more than $100,000 each time.
It's a pretty large purchase, so it's something that you're not going to make a decision on a whim. But at the same time, you know that things are moving so fast. I guess essentially is I don't know what to expect. It's all over the place.
And for some, the stakes are even higher. In Phoenix, Miranda McElroy, a single mom of 3 kids, is unable to buy and being priced out of renting.
Every other day I'm putting an offer in. When I have my 2 days off from work, I'm constantly looking. I'm doing laundry and looking for a house.
All this triggering alarms about a possible housing bubble. Top economists warning this week that housing prices are becoming unhinged from fundamentals or the market's norms.
You know, I think people hear housing bubble and they think about the housing bubbles in 2006 through 2008 that led to a recession.
In the last housing bubble, the problems in the economy really did start in the housing market. That's not how the housing market is right now.
Now, instead of fears over cheap credit and flimsy lending standards, economists fear an exuberant market.
Prices out of sync with fundamentals, partly because of low supply, but also buyers fear they could miss out, making the market a self-fulfilling prophecy of skyrocketing prices.
It's why the Fed's taking steps to stabilize the market before it spirals, hiking rates last month for the first time in 3 years, with economists expecting more to come.
That has affected our strategy going forward as well.
An economic and personal trend, hitting home for millions.
It's just disheartening because, you know, you got the money and you're trying to do better, but you can't.
And Allie joins me now live. Allie, good morning. It's great to see you. Congratulations on the new house. I was going to say, I hope you got a good deal, but no buyer's getting a good deal these days. And that bubble obviously scares economists. The housing market remains very strong for the moment. So beyond economic factors, what all is going into this buying craze?
Yeah, well, Willie, it's both those economic factors, but also emotional ones, too. On the economic front, though, people are looking for signs of a bubble. Think about rapidly increasing costs or that home price is outpacing rent and household income. If those things are occurring, experts say they can spot a bubble sooner, and then regulators can act more quickly. Early reaction means, hopefully, a smoother course correction that doesn't rock the economy like it did last time around. But the drivers here are not the same as they were in 2008. Some of the demand is psychological, part of a fear of missing out, not wanting to miss those low rates while they're still available, and not wanting to miss the right house when we know competition is just so fierce. So you've got to be on your game in this market, but you've also got to try to keep a level head, assemble a good team, and forge ahead with what feels right.
As you know freshly, I'm sure, it is bananas about what's going on right now with some of these open houses. Allie, congratulations. Thanks so much for that report. We appreciate it.
Friend.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.